So, hello, what's your name?
Mi a neved?
My name is Moni
Okay, and where are you guys from?
from Santander.
Okay, I would like to ask you, how much do you know about inclusion in your country?
Mennyit is az befogadás?
Not so much, I don't know. I'm a very befogadó vagyok.
She's very inclusive.
Inclusive or what?
Inclusive, yes.
Inclusive,
She says
okay.
she's very inclusive.
My English is terrible.
Yeah, and what's like behind it that you're very inclusive?
Mi van a mögött, hogy befogadó vagy?
I don't know, my soul, my heart, my brain, my life ID.
Yeah, okay, and when it comes...
Az élet felfogásom, I don't know.
So maybe we can like focus on one part of inclusion, and which one would you like to pick and talk about more? About inclusion in what? Which topics?
Igen, hát hogy a befogadásnak melyik részéről szeretnél most beszélni, melyik részéről leginkább?
Hát nektek van kérdésetek.
Okay,
I don't know, én beszélhetek bármiről.
Can you list some to choose from?
You have to help me.
Like inclusion about disabilities, about sexual difference, races, anything like that.
Nem értettem.
Tehát a szexuális különbözőség, a gender téma.
Hát ez oké, nem vagyunk egyformák, kurvára.
Vagy
mindenki más.
She says that everyone's different.
Ti mit gondoltak erről? It is problem? It is what is it?
Yeah, okay, so maybe tell us about how your country managed to help disabilities in like disabled people.
Tehát, hogy hogyan segít az országot azokban, akik rokkantak, tehát bármilyen rokkantsággal.
Oh, I don't know.
How they can like help them like make their life easier and stuff.
Hát, hogy az országom, mit? I don't know. My country, I don't know. I help, she help, my friends help, vagy micsoda.
I think that the government is slowly changing things. For example, traveling for disabled people, so physical disabilities, is still far from, like even coming out to Santander is pretty difficult because if you're elderly or you have a physical disability, it's quite difficult to get on the suburban trains, practically impossible. So you have no way of getting home or getting back into the capital, which is 30 minutes away from here. It's a suburb of the capital. Yes. In terms of hearing impairment or sight disabilities, some places now, very few. So no, actually I would say not enough. Definitely not enough, and definitely not enough compared to a Western country or the United States. Yes. And the help they receive in terms of traveling, in terms of food, in terms of financial perspectives is very low, to be honest with you.
So generally, like, government doesn't really care about those people, or is it like somehow getting better, or
I don't
worse?
think it's the fact that they don't. It's not that there's a priority. So the country's a little bit slow in advancing, and I think that the priority of it being people with disabilities being able to live a normal, fully functioning life is not really there yet, because there are so many other problems that we face here now.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe next one I would like to know, it's how about, for example, inclusion if it comes to immigrants or people from other countries but living in Hungary, working here. How they you're gonna cut it.
Like how the government managed to these people to include them in the Hungarian society.
I think Hungary has accepted a lot of immigrants, especially from the Ukraine. There are a lot of them living here. They have their own homes, like buildings, and they receive financial compensation. They get jobs, they get food, they can live there for quite a while. And there are other immigrants. You can see them, especially in the capital city. That's where they mainly stay. and they are trying to integrate them with jobs too. So there are special groups working with immigrants to help them become inclusive in society and find jobs and so on.
Okay, so in that case, like, it's much better than if it comes to disabilities.
Yeah, I would agree so, because disabilities is specifically, it's such a minority group, and when you get immigration, there's a group of people immigrating, so it's very obvious and straightforward that you have to handle the situation right then and there. Whereas with disabilities, okay, they're a minority group with some disabled people here and there, but not as a full force group of people that you would have to address immediately.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much
Okay.
for answering our question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The oldest. Vagyis, hogy
So, hello.
Hola.
We have a special guest.
Yes.
His name is Kalin,
Yes.
and I would like to ask you a question. What do you think about the world and the wars that are happening at the moment?
I think that right now we are living in a very tumultuous time. You can also see the thing that's happening in Ukraine at the moment. You can also see what the Kurds are going through and have been going through for a long period of time. You can also go down in Africa and see like the just war-torn countries trying to like survive basically. And also like shadow governments and coup d'etats in Asia, stuff like this. So it's a very hard time that we have to go through, but we have to pull through together. Another very good example of like what's happening now would be like the tensions between Taiwan and China, because the Chinese have been bullying Taiwan into submission for like 80 years now. So it's a lot of things that like are, in my opinion, petty to try to put the people against each other, because after all we are all the same and we're all together on this little planet. And we shouldn't like just think about like our differences. We should think about what we have in common. What can we do as together as people to forward our path, not to end it abruptly.
Yeah. But also, what do you think that governments can do to help those people that are coming from those war-torn countries?
You mean in the EU or in general?
Let's talk in the EU, for example, the Ukrainian and Russian war.
We're not only taking refugees from Ukraine, we're also taking refugees from Syria, we're also taking refugees from Africa and Asia. So the idea is that what the EU can do is try to come up with some policies that would benefit those people to live a better life than in the countries that they are coming from, because that's one of the most important things, including people. United in diversity. That's the motto of the European Union, isn't it? So if we are united in our diversity, then we should take action. We should be there for the people when they need it. We should be there to help them, no matter the case, no matter where they are from, no matter what they had to go through. We have to be here for them, to show them our support, our love, our care, and we must try to like I said, understand them and their needs. And it's not only like from a personal thingy, but also the European Union should come up with some policies that would require those people to, find, like, not require, but to help them find a job, find a place to stay, find a better way of living. Because if they're gonna be stuck in their country and, like, get killed for one reason or another, just because, like, there are some petty people governing some countries, not giving names, but like we should, make them as comfortable as we can through our laws, through personal experiences, so that everybody could live a better life, both us and them all together, united in our diversity.